Good morning. Happy Friday. Hi, y'all. Good morning. Of course, my phone started beeping. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy holidays. All the things. Yes, we are in the dining room with the undecorated Christmas tree. Because remember what we said last week? When it gets up, it gets up. And today it's on it. It started last night. I just popped it out of the big tree bag. It's a pre-lit 3-piece. Takes probably 20 minutes minimum to just get this set up, pulling it out of the garage. But good morning, good morning. Let's see. Hey, Shauna. Good morning. How are y'all doing over on Instagram? Good morning, Robin. Hey, Tiff. Good morning, Tracy. Oh my God, I can't even imagine how cold it must be in Chicago. I literally can't imagine. Last week it was 15 degrees someplace. We were talking to someone. It's like, oh my goodness, that is very, very cold. Very cold. Let's get all the things turned on. Okay, y'all. Happy holidays. When I was thinking about what we would talk about, I don't even have one up, so you're doing better than. Hey, Joy Lynn, how are you? Thank you. I appreciate that. I do have it upright. That's the easiest part because it's not, a real tree. So yeah, I bought this maybe 10 years ago, and it was just like, whew, I probably should have done that earlier. Those live trees are wonderful, but man, the takedown is a whole thing. So good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. Welcome to Coffee with Angel. I'm Angel Cornelius, the founder of Maison 276 and creator of the award-winning 3-step system for silver gray and blonde hair, a healthy way to brighten, cleanse, and restore the natural brilliance of your hair without purple dyes. Available nationwide at Walmart. We come every Friday. We just hop on, we chit chat. We talk about a lot of things. Silver hair care, lifestyle, fashion, fitness. And sometimes we're just chit chatting. This is going to be we're coming up towards the end of the year, y'all. Can you believe it? The year has gone by so fast. So today I'm going to be sharing some of my holiday traditions through the story of ornaments. Our ornaments really are the story of our family. If you looked at this dining room table, I'm going to show you. Let me see. So basically what I do is I take everything out of the bin. Yes, that is my Peloton in the background. We're empty nesters. My stuff can go anywhere I want it. Anyway, I digress. But it's movable. Like when we have stuff going on with people, I just put it in my office because it's got wheels on it. But anywho, I lay everything out. This actually takes the longest, the laying out and then the rewrapping, because every single ornament has its own. Most of them have their own boxes because a lot of them are collectibles. So that's really the hardest part. But by Tuesday, it will be up. And you're like, Friday, why Tuesday? Because after we get off today, then I have some things to do because tomorrow is our Houston holiday meetup, Coffee with Angel, tomorrow, Saturday morning, 10:30 to noon. We're going to have coffee, of course, but mimosas, light bites. If you have not RSVP'd, if you're in the Houston area, we have a few seats remaining. So please check out the link in the, well, it's on YouTube. You can go to the community posts, and then on Instagram, it's in the bio of both my Instagram page, Angel U Cornelius, and the Maison 276 Instagram page. But we're going to have a great time. We've got some giveaways, of course, and just an opportunity to get together and chit chat. If you've attended the New York meetup, the Detroit meetup, the Atlanta meetup, I know Shauna's on right now, you can attest to, it is a very informal, warm, engaging, just a time for women to get together, support each other, kiki, have fun, and yeah, that's what we do. So, so that was, I just wanted to remind for that. I appreciate everybody saying, girl, you doing good. At least it's upright. Somebody else said, well, at least you have yours up. So yeah, no worries. When it gets up, it gets up. And when it comes down, it comes down. Oh, good morning. Robin said she makes ornaments every year for her family, and they totally speak to our story as a family. Oh, that's okay. We're thank you, Tiffany. Robin, we're making our rounds. Okay. We're making our rounds for the coffee meetups, but that's why we have Coffee with Angel, because we have our virtual community here. Good morning, y'all. I'm gonna run and go get my coffee, because when y'all heard the Christmas music, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even had my coffee yet. So I'm gonna go run and get it right quick. Real? This is live TV, y'all. When I say I need coffee to function, like it's not a marketing ploy. I do legit need it. This little tendril is sticking up. But so why can't I? Yeah. So, and then doing things for our meetup tomorrow. Then I have an event tonight, and then the coffee meetup tomorrow morning. Then I have another black tie event Saturday night. Sunday, I might not feel like messing with this. So that's why it might not be finished until Monday. This is a little dark right here. I'm trying to see. Should I move this? Okay. Maybe I'll open the blinds a little bit. Do y'all remember I was saying I had purged so much stuff from time to time? I would go back and look for something and I couldn't find it. I have been, well, I mean, I keep seasonal things in certain places. I had some velvet curtains that match some velvet chairs at the dining room table. Why did I give those curtains away? They were the winter curtains, y'all. I don't even know what I was thinking about, but these white curtains are staying up. I'm not buying anymore. I'm not doing it. Thank you. Good morning, Marcia. Thank you, Shauna. Look, I was in Atlanta last Saturday, but it was literally just for the day for an event. And even I met people there and they were like, why did you tell me you're going to be in Atlanta? So I cannot come to Atlanta without letting the whole Maison 276 community know and have a meetup. So that will not happen again. I promise. Thank you, Marcia. Good morning, All About Food. Girl, this is just a tree. I think this came from Lowe's. And the funny story about this tree was it was right. No, I was still working at Texas Children's, but anyway, I had gotten so busy and I was super stressed out. I hadn't bought the live tree. It was time for, the kids to come home from college, and our son was living in New York. And, I have this thing in my head, like I want the house to just be all Christmassy when they come home. Girl, I went to Lowe's to buy, I was like, I'm getting a fake tree. It was maybe 10 days before Christmas. They hardly had any trees. I bought this off display. The man was like, "Ma'am, we don't have any, the box." It's okay. Give me a tree bag, wrap her up, and I have been enjoying her ever since. So, yes. Anyway, so I would love to know. I've been chatting. Tell me, well, a couple of things. Tell me some family traditions. Like Robin already mentioned that she makes an ornament every year. I am crafty, but I don't make Christmas ornaments. But I will. I haven't bought one in a couple of years because I have so many. But I was telling a friend of mine I do need to buy a 2025 ornament because 2025 it will kind of mark, like that's when we launched in Walmart. So every year when I do the tree, I'll go, oh, the 2025 tree. I bought that ornament because that was the year we launched in Walmart. So I would love to know some of your family traditions, like something that you see like once a year that just makes you smile or have a funny memory. I do think that is the thing about the holidays. Tiffany says she has some ornaments that they have had since she was a child. Yes, Tiffany. And my kids, Tiffany. And so I have ornaments that they made, and I have ornaments with their pictures on it. And every year they're like, OMG, mom, please. It's okay with us if you throw that away. It's not about you. I want these ornaments, and I'm going to show them to the world right now. Every year my daughter sees this and she's like, Mom, please, please, can y'all see it? She's like, you can barely see her because she decorated this herself, right? So there's so much wreath, you can barely see her in her little school uniform. I love this ornament so much. And then this ornament, so our kids are 7 years apart. This ornament of my son from 1992, our daughter wasn't even born then. So I love these ornaments. So Tiffany, yes. Now all of the ornaments that are old don't look like this, but they just, they just bring back warm memories. So I love that. Your last tree you and your mom got at Lowe's. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. Nadella says, I have all of my children's first Christmas ornaments and ornaments they made in school. See, I know. See, the young people, like, everything can't be new. And I do have, you're talking about baby's first Christmas. Absolutely. Like this is my son's baby's first Christmas, 1986. I have multiple ones. He was the first one. So we got a lot of baby's first Christmas. That's his. And this is actually one of my favorite. It's a ceramic pair of baby shoes. That's also from his baby's first Christmas from 86. And then here's my daughter's. I don't know why I couldn't. This one is hers. And then the pink baby bottle. And then I have ornaments that have like pictures in them as well. Yeah, Shauna says, they're too delicate. I have them at keepsake. Oh, okay. They are, yeah, I get you. But they do just, I don't know, they just make you feel good. All About Food says her family tradition is cooking family dinner. And she used to have the dinner. So, oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I do think like it is, I think a lot of times there are things that we do that we don't realize are becoming traditions and that they're super important to us. We just kind of do them out of habit. And then, when someone's no longer with us, sometimes that's when the value of that tradition really, really grows. And we're very blessed when somebody like you, all about food, takes on the mantle of that tradition and passes it down. So I just think things like that are just very important, and they connect us to the past. And they ensure that like our family culture is remains like your with the tradition your mom created, that remains even when we're gone. So I'm very sentimental, which is why the Christmas tree looks like this. I will never have a designer tree that's all color coordinated, because that's not me. That they're beautiful, they're very beautiful, but it is something about doing this every year that it actually forces me to slow down, and I appreciate it even more now, just as the years go on. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Marcia says one of her family traditions is the Jamaican black cake. Please tell me what that is. I apologize for not knowing. And I come from a city that's all about food culture, but I know Jamaicans are we have that in common. And so please tell me what's in it that makes it just, yeah, what's the key ingredient? I would love to know that. It sounds good. And most of the time when I hear people talk about Jamaican food, you rarely hear about desserts, right? And I'm sure Jamaicans are like, we eat more than jerk chicken, right? We eat more than jerk chicken. Like people from New Orleans would say, we eat more than gumbo. So I would really love to know what that is. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Welcome, welcome to Coffee with Angel. We are talking about holiday traditions and things that are very nostalgic and make us feel good, and why it's important to carry on those traditions to connect the past and the future. That's kind of how the conversations morphed, because I'm standing here in front of my undecorated Christmas tree with all the ornaments laid out on the table. But I want to know more about this Jamaican black cake while I grab a couple of other ornaments. So this is the first ornament I bought when we got married. That's our first Christmas together, 1984. This is pretty much, it was slim pickings, culturally speaking. I'll just say that. This is 1984. And then the second year we were married, I bought this, 1985, 2 turtle doves. So I've always just been very sentimental. And honestly, our first couple of Christmases, I actually, because we were on a budget, we were on a very slim newlywed budget. The tree actually, but I wanted it to be pretty and full. So I actually bought a bunch of ribbon and just had bows, just very inexpensive grosgrain ribbon. And that's what was on the tree, just a bunch of ribbons and this ornament. And for a long time, I had those ribbons for a long time. Nidella says her children are 39 and 34. Your son, 1986. Yes. Yeah. So you have ornaments that, yes, you have some, excuse me, you also have some 1986 ornaments. Absolutely. And so then as our, it also look, it's a fruit. Okay, so Marcia is telling us about this Jamaican black cake. So she says it's a type of fruit cake with rum or wine. Oh, so it's probably maybe red wine. My mother loves a good fruit cake. I know, like, there are the people with the fruit cake, it's either they love it or hate it. There's no in between. My mother loves a good fruit cake. She would probably love that. And it's also very chocolatey. Oh, it looks chocolatey, but a total different flavor. Okay, I can see that. I could totally see that. I could totally see that. Yeah, you're reminding me, Marcia, when my mother comes for Christmas, I'm going to have to go find her a little fruitcake because she's going to be the only one eating it. I will say I am good for picking the nuts out because I love nuts. So I am good for that. Well, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, you soak it in the okay, red wine, but the flavor is different than the fruit cake. I know. Okay. Well, I do love a good rum cake, honey. So there is that. So it's boozy, but in a good way. Okay. Thank you for sharing. What other holiday anybody else have any other special holiday dishes that are very important for your family? While I pull out some other ornaments. Oh, this one was also for my daughter. I think I was just looking for pink stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And another thing that I do, and I don't know when I started this. I think I started this in the 90s, where I would actually write the date that I got the ornament. So this one is from 1995. I have Santa doing a lot of different things. We love sports in our family. And so this Santa's got a basketball. Nobody plays basketball. It's just that we enjoy sports, watching sports. I've got Santa playing golf. My husband does play golf. I'm still That's still on the list of things to do. Here's Santa playing golf. He's a really big tennis player. He plays tennis at least 3 times a week. So that's his tennis Santa. Um, and then let's see, this is Mickey from a Disney World. Disney World? Yeah, Disney World family vacation. I haven't been to Disney World in forever. They used to have like a Christmas store that was open all year. So that's where that came from. Oh, I got putting the dates on the ornament. Yeah, because like, yeah, I just do. And then let's see. Oh, this also came from Disney World. See, I didn't even remember that, but it's written back here. So apparently I started doing this was 94. We went to that Disney World trip. My daughter is a big Barbie fan. She loves all things Barbie. She even has collectibles. I mean, she's fully adult now. She's still, but if I see a great Barbie ornament, I will buy one because at some point they will be hers. She's also a huge Disney fan, even still now. She loves Disney movies. So, of course, this is our Princess Tiana. Um, and then I have categories of ornaments. I have school ornaments. So each time they went to college, I got a school ornament. So this one's my son's ornament. Oh, more sports. This is Jackie Robinson. My husband and son are big baseball fans. That's probably the only. I'm not. It's okay. It's a bit slow for me, frankly. I like football and basketball, and then of course there are lots of angels and lots of ballerinas because my daughter was a dancer all her life. So many of these little ballerinas. And then what other category we have? We have the city category. That also is kind of related to the kids ish. So my husband was from the Bay Area, so I got the Golden Gate Bridge, but it was also that's also where our daughter went to school in that area. And then I think when our son first moved to 2012, he was already in New York, but that's why I bought this. He had already moved to New York, but I bought that because he had moved to New York after college. So that's the that's the synopsis of the Cornelius family Christmas tree. The story of our Christmas tree. We got some nutcrackers, of course. We got a lot of angels. Um, and oh, there's another category I forgot to mention. If you have seen any of my fashion vlogs, you know I love high heels. I'm a high heel girl. And so I have a collection of shoe ornaments. So that's why I say you can tell the story of our family by looking at the Christmas tree. Making sure I'm not missing. I now you got me one to try that Jamaican cake. I don't want to make it. I don't want, it seems very complicated. I don't want to make it. But so we're coming up on the new year. You know, I'm not I don't like resolutions. I like stop, start, and continue. Like things I'm going to stop doing, things I want to start doing, and things I want to lean more into. So, what are some of the things that, as we've been have you been reflecting over the year? That might even be a better question. Have you been reflecting over the past year about how you want to move forward in 2026? I'm going to put that in the chat. Because some people might be in a really good place and are just want to do more of what they're already doing. So I'm just curious. I feel like a lot of times as we come to this part of the year, people feel compelled to have some overarching resolutions, huge, big audacious goals. And that is perfectly fine. But sometimes you're in a good place and you're just like, no, I just actually want to lean more into what I'm doing right now. So I'm just curious. Eating out the air and getting out. Oh, and just getting out. Okay. All right. I got you. So Marcia says she's definitely reflecting on what went well, areas of growth still needed. Yeah. Oh, I understand. I understand. Eating out, eating more healthy and getting out more traveling. Good, good. Those are all good things. And sometimes it's not because, you know, oh, I didn't do, sometimes we approach, I feel like the new year is often approached in a negative way in the sense that I didn't do something or I was lacking in something. So now I'm going to, as opposed to just being positive about it. And I think sometimes that's why there's this date in January. Um, I think it's like 3 weeks after the new year, they say when most people have given up on their New Year's resolution. And I do think it's often because of the perspective of which you approached it. I kind of think about it like how they approach middle-aged women, often in beauty, right? It's a very anti-aging approach, like wrinkle reduction, youth serum, it's just like all corrective language as opposed to have healthier skin, um, you know, firm your muscles, move more, increase your aerobic. Let me start over. Increase your aerobic capacity as opposed to I need to exercise more. It's like, oh, I want to it's just framing it in a more positive way. I think I've tried to be very intentional about how I frame things for myself and saying things with a very positive spin as opposed to a negative self correcting approach. Does that make sense? Good morning, not before 10. Good morning. So if you just joined us, welcome to Coffee with Angel. What time is it? I'm looking. Excuse me. Good morning. If you're just joining us, welcome to Coffee with Angel. I'm Angel Cornelius, founder of Maison 276. And we just hop on every Friday morning to chat, sometimes about a specific topic. And sometimes it's just open mic, ask me anything. Today has been a little combination of a little both. I've just kind of gone down memory aisle of our holiday traditions and sharing some of the history of my family through our Christmas ornaments. And others have been sharing holiday traditions, whether it's their family Jamaican rum cake or cooking Christmas dinner, which was a tradition started by an ancestor, and that's being continued and carried forward with the next generation. So, yes, and so now we're just kind of, as we wrap up, I'm just curious as to, where we are on reflecting for 2026 or reflecting on the past year and moving forward for 2026. I will say one thing that I've been working on, I would say the last quarter of the year that I want to carry forward in 2026 is taking my own advice. There's something that I often say to people, and it is give yourself grace. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, rather than viewing yourself as having not met the mark or having not fulfilled a goal, to just give yourself grace to move forward, because sometimes we can be our hardest critic. And I'm very intentional about extending grace to others, but I'm not as intentional about extending grace to myself. and how that shows up for me is that I'm always looking at the undone things on my list as opposed to celebrating the things that I actually did do and accomplish. And I had a mentor ask me, like, every time we meet, and it's not often, but she will say, like, well, what did you celebrate? And I never have an answer for her. I really was like, no, I just did that thing, check that box, and then I went on. And so that is my challenge to myself, to give myself the grace that I so easily extend to others. Yeah, definitely reflecting on what went well. Right, right. Because otherwise, if you're not intentional about that, Marcia, I think it's very easy for some of us to reflect more on what didn't go well. And it's not to ignore that, but it's more as looking at it as a lesson, not a failure, a stepping stone to the next step, or the next level, or the next achievement. In short, ladies, I just want us to not be so hard on ourselves. Honestly, that's in a nutshell. That's what I want for you in 2026, to not be so hard on yourself and give yourself grace. And I'm going to be working on giving myself grace too, which is why I have said if this tree is not finished by Tuesday, it's going to be okay. It really is. It really is going to be okay. Well, ladies, it's time for me to head out to get ready for tomorrow's Houston holiday meetup. I'm thanking you in advance, Houston, for showing up. As you know, the admission is free. We never charge for any of the Coffee with Angel meetups, but because this is the season of giving, we are asking people who are attending to bring personal hygiene and household items, because we are going to be new, let me say, rephrase that, to donate new personal hygiene and household items, small household items like dishes, kitchen items, things that basic necessities that you would need if you were, say, start moving into an apartment, small things, because we are going to be supporting a local women's and children's shelter. So thank you guys in advance for showing up and helping us extend the holiday spirit to families in need in the local Houston area. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We are going to definitely be capturing some content. I have a winter intern that's going to be helping me do that, because oftentimes I'm in a place doing a thing and they're just, I miss the moments of capturing the content because I am engaged with the community. So I think this is going to be the first time we're going to have some good content to get and to share in a vlog. And depending on what the reception is like, I may turn the camera on and go live for a bit tomorrow. So have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing weekend. If you're in Houston, I will see you tomorrow at the Maison 276 presents Coffee with Angel, a season of giving and gathering. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your holiday activities, or just not, or just rest. That is good too, because that's definitely what I'm going to be doing Sunday. Take care, you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Let's turn our Christmas music back on.